Yo, what is good, party people? Today is day 28 slash 29. Yeah, I was really gonna make a video yesterday, but got home late. You know what I'm saying? But today is day 29. Alright, today's day 29, like officially, and then yesterday was day 28. I just did a record for yesterday, so I just make it up for today in a way. Um, yesterday was a serious turning point for me in the week. You know, yesterday I finally had the chance to run. You know, the water came back. You know, so a lot of good things happened yesterday. You know, and also today was a nice day as well. You know, so I think from the last video I made, there was definitely like a lot of improvement. You know, there was definitely a lot of improvement. You know, I did find answers. You know, to what I was thinking about. You know, from the last video, I did find some answers. I did find some sort of refuge. You know what I mean? I think for starters, I don't know what to make of the last video because I don't know, it just blew out of proportion. You know, I crashed out. You know what I'm saying? And it was happening in the moment. You know, it wasn't something that I thought about prior. You know, I was just, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to make a video and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've been thinking about that video for quite some time. You know, and just the crushing out that I've been doing because I was also journaling. You know, after finding out some stuff. You know, well, I started journaling because I was like, you know, let me journal, you know, instead of crashing out like that again. And plus, when you journal, like if you're to journal every day, you know, and to reflect, you know, and to put words to your emotions, it makes your vocabulary better. It helps you to explain yourself. It helps you to explain yourself. It helps you to explain what certain things mean to you, what certain things do to you, and all that stuff. So, you know, I've started journaling. And I think I journaled, excuse me, I think I started journaling from that day onwards. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I think positives. I'm finding my way. You know, in the church that I go to. You know, I'm finding my way. You know, yeah, I'm finding my way in it. You know, it's weird because now there's way more people coming. You know, and there's this big event that's happening. You know, and you know, I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of more cool individuals. You know, not the people that I was surrounding myself with. You know, a lot of my senses are heightened and stuff. You know, like I'm noticing a lot more. You know, I'm feeling a lot jollier. But I think the only reason why I was really happy and really jolly yesterday was because I was able to run. You know, I wasn't able to run the whole week. You know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I didn't run. You know, and you know, I think that's one of the reasons why I crashed out the way I did because you know running makes me happy. Running makes me happy. You know, running is not an escape for me. You know, like before running might have been an escape. Running was a way for me to get out of the house. You know, feel the air. But for me, like running is really important. Like to me, running is really important. You know, because on a run you just see the beauty of life and you see the beauty of where you are. You know, you run. You know, you see different people. You see life. You know, I see trees. I see cars, the air. You know what I'm saying? The wind. You know, when you're running against. You know, like the sunset. You know, I love running. You know, running. I love running. You know, and running for me really makes me grateful for what I have. It really makes me grateful for what I have, where I am. You know, it just makes me grateful for where I am and what I have. And it also makes me notice a lot more. You know what I'm saying? It makes me notice a lot of the stuff that as human beings we overlook, because we always got something to do. You feel me? Because I don't think many of us notice a sunset when it's happening. I don't think many of us notice, these different details within the sky, the way the colors are in the sky, the way the line shines off of you, the vegetation around you, the nature around us, I don't think as people we notice that, that much, and I mean, it happens because we always got something going on. But for me, when I run, it's that time of the day where, like, I can enjoy myself, and I can enjoy what's around me, Also, if the music is good, like, it's just, overall, it's just a beautiful experience, me going on a run. So yeah, that's why. And plus, there were some cool people, I'm finding my way, around, especially in the church, you know what I'm saying? I still don't want to get too involved. I don't know why, you know what I'm saying? Sacrifice or whatever, But honestly, I don't think I'm gonna be in the same predicament that I was at the start of the year. Like, I don't think that's gonna happen. You feel me? I don't think that's gonna happen. But yeah, man, like, I've definitely felt happier. I've definitely felt happier. But to be honest, at that time I was not close. At that time, I did not feel close to God in any way. From the last video, like, that was real. You know what I'm saying? That anger. You know what I'm saying? That I don't know, stress or whatever. That was real. You feel me? That was not no fake. You know what I'm saying? That was real. So yeah, you feel me? Like, that was real. But now I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I think now I'm just thinking about other things. I'm just thinking about other things. I'm always thinking about stuff. And tomorrow's gonna be day 30. Tomorrow's gonna be day 30 of doing this. That's gonna be a big one. That's gonna be a big day. That's gonna be a nice day. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I've deeped it as of yet. I haven't deeped what I'm doing. Like, I haven't deeped it. I don't think I should. But yeah, tomorrow's gonna be day 30. I didn't even think I was gonna make it to day 30. I didn't even think I was gonna make it a whole week, let alone 30 days, let alone 29 days. You know what I'm saying? So in that's, you know what I'm saying? That's a win in my book. I mean, I feel like the beautiful part about this journey, this process, that, like, I have felt more confident. Especially now, I am more confident and more comfortable in my own skin. I'm open to conversating, unlike I was when I started. I didn't want to conversate. I didn't want to talk to people. See, now I don't mind talking to people right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind talking to people. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind having a conversation with someone that I've never met before. I don't mind it. Like right now, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. And I think also the journaling is kind of helping me, even though I haven't, properly got it right yet. But I haven't. Yeah. I haven't done French in a minute. I've just been working on, like, pronunciations, my vowels, you know what I'm saying? But I've definitely felt better, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, running, you know what, man? I be over complicating things, I've been asking myself the past couple of days, like, am I too hard on myself? Like, do I expect too much from myself to a point where what I expect is beyond my means? You feel me? Like, what I expect is not what I need right now. You know what I'm saying? The standards that I have is not what I need right now. Do I put too much on my plate? And I'll say that sometimes I do put too much on my plate. Things get tricky when there's not someone who's pointing it out. Like, if it's not like there's someone that's tracking me the whole time, telling me, like, yo, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that. There is just the Holy Spirit. But that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, a lot of things that we do, we don't know what they do to us until somebody points it out, or until something bad happens, or until, I don't know, we get a change of perspective, you know what I'm saying? But, for me, I kind of do feel like I am being too hard on myself, and I kind of do feel like I do overcomplicate things. Especially with my faith, which is what I spoke about in the last video. A friend of mine told me to just do what works for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, to understand that, like, even though I'm a Christian and I go to church, not all of us live the same life. Not all of us have the same experiences. So, to what's this? To like be in the same room, but also to be comfortable, like in finding God in your everyday, which is what I used to do. But I don't know, somewhere along the lines, it felt wrong. It felt like what I was doing was wrong. I don't even know where that shit came from. But when the day comes where I see when that happened and where it came from, it's gonna be a movie still. But like, there are many things that make me happy. You know what I'm saying? Music, for sure. Running, definitely. Running more than anything, because I don't know, running to me is just beautiful. It's just that I've been having some issues for me. Like when I finish running, I've been having some knee pain. My left foot, it flares up a lot. Like, I don't know, it just starts hurting. You know what I'm saying? After a certain distance, So it's not the most fluid experience, but even in that, I mean, it's incredible, man. Being able to run, be outside, And I push through those things. I just don't know how I'm gonna manage this thing with my left foot, because it's not pleasant, It's not pleasant because I try to push, but I'm getting faster. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting faster. I'm maintaining a standard pace, a 6:30 pace, which I'm really proud of. I'm really proud of it. My flipping app, I keep changing apps. When I started running, I was using the Nike app. I love the Nike app, but I don't have any Nike shoes. For me, and I like to match. So when I got the Adidas Evos, I switched to the Adidas app. The Adidas app, I'm not gonna lie, it's looking kind of whack. Alright, the Adidas app is probably one of the worst apps to use when it comes to running. I'm sorry, I said it. You know what I'm saying? The best app is Strava. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I think Strava definitely is the best app. I won't lie. In terms of running, and bro, you can even have followers on Strava and you post and all this stuff on Strava. Like, wow. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff. But I think Strava's the best one, In Strava, it be getting my shit right. You know what I'm saying? With the Adidas one, I don't know, like, it loses signal. It just does a lot of nonsense, But Strava, you know what I'm saying? Strava, it knows what it's doing. But I've done over 200 kilometers in those shoes, in my Adidas shoes, And I'm not shopping for new shoes as of right now, even though I got those shoes in March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Not even there. I've had them for March, April, May, June, July, August. 6 months. I've had them for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. In the bottom of them, them bitches is cooked, So I'm gonna need some new shoes, man. I'm leaning towards Nike. You know what I'm saying? I love some Nike shoes. You feel me? I really do love some Nike shoes. I just want some durable shoes. But yeah, man. As of today I wasn't doing much. Today I tried starting a new routine. In terms of waking up, like not waking up and being immediately on my phone. Stretching. Doing these Chinese warm-ups. I think they are. I don't know what they are, but you release something. I used to do them every now and again, but I tried that out this morning, and it was fine. But it obviously was the first day, so it wasn't the best, But if I can implement that, I think I'll be alright. Yeah, that's what I've been up to. You know what I'm saying? In terms of what I've been thinking about, you know what I'm saying, and what I've been pondering, and what I've been trying to navigate. It is. I've been asking myself, what am I living for? You know what I'm saying? I've been asking myself, what am I living for? Because I noticed that when it came to this one shorty, when it came to this one girl, like I don't know, like there's this confidence that I have within me. You know what I'm saying? I think cause she's familiar. You feel me? Like me and her, we have history and stuff. You know. But I asked myself like, what? I started asking myself like, what am I living for? You know what I'm saying? And the reason why she came into mind was because when I would think of her, and like I would like keep it in the back of my mind. I would move differently, man. I would move more intentionally. You know what I'm saying? And I strive for better. Same way. If I say that if I'm living for God, I do live for God. But if I'm being honest, like for me, like I think like people. If I say I want to do better for my mom, 8 times out of 10, I'm probably gonna do more because like my mom is. I can see my mom. You feel me? I can like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can see my mom. Like my mom is like here. You feel me? Sometimes for me, God sometimes feels a bit far fetched. Sometimes it feels like God is not in proximity, which is wrong because He is. You know what I'm saying? He is. It's just a different way. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different way. But back to me asking myself, what am I living for? I was asking myself because I was like, yo, like, I want to say like, I don't know, maybe recently for me, I like found her IG again, and I've been interacting with what she's been posting. She's been interacting with what I've been posting, and like I don't know, like. Even now, like I'm not, ever since she became a follower of mine, I haven't been posting goofy stuff for me. I've been posting me in the best angles, I've just been doing the best of the best of the best, I've just been, putting the best of me out there, and I heard once that one person said that if you give someone the best of you all the time, don't be shocked when they leave you at your worst. You know what I'm saying? I just thought about that for a little moment because I was like, yeah, like I don't know, like I feel like in dating and stuff, like we have the whole thing like wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like many times we don't come as people. You feel me? We come as what we want to be, we come as what we think we are, right? We don't come as human beings, we come as what we can give, what we are, and all of these things, and I caught myself doing that, but at least with me, it wasn't as severe, it was just a little sunshine, you feel me? But if I kept watering that plant, then it could have become something bad. But yeah, I started like, yo, I don't know, like even the pictures I was taking, for me, like, yo, like the angles, you know what I'm saying? I'm you know what I'm saying, like, yo, like I'm busy, like, yo, I'm getting angles right, stuff that I wouldn't do before, I started doing them, just so that shorty could be like, okay, I see you, compliment fishing, but I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about like, what am I living for? Like what? Not what am I living for, but like what do I live for? You feel me? Like what do I live for? Like also really honing down on like what I like, and what makes me happy. Like I don't know, like me saying that running makes me happy. Me saying that running is important to me. for some odd reason, it felt wrong. I don't know why. It really did feel wrong, you know. And this has been like a serious thing, because a lot of times like I'll have good intentions, but for some odd reason, it feels wrong. It feels like I'm not supposed to be doing it, you know, which has never made sense to me. But it's like, hey man, you know, I think my best thing to do is just to rock with it, you know, like not take things too seriously, you know. But yeah, like I've been really thinking about like what do I like, what do I want, you know? Because there's this lady on TikTok, man, yo, she be dropping gems. You know, she's an academic, you know, and a lot of things that she be talking about. She be talking about relationships and dating and all of these things. And she be dropping knowledge, you know. And I really do appreciate her content, because a lot of stuff that I be thinking about, she's able to articulate it in a wonderful way. And it's like, right, you know. And she's also made me question the things that I vouch for. She's made me question the things that I say that I want, when entirely it's not exactly what I want, you know. And it's made me think more in the first person and not in the third person, you know. I mean, she was even talking about the difference between, what is it? What was she saying? She was talking about the difference between love intention and so love intent and long-term thinking, something like that, something along those lines. She was talking about that, how, you know, some people they don't mind, you know, love or showing love in the moment. However, they don't have long-term thinking in a way. Like some people prefer like, let's have a good time right here, right now, you know, instead of I wanna build you for me. I wanna progress with you, you know, that type of thing, you know, and I say as of right now, I'm leaning more into the love intent rather, you know, because for me, like, I don't know, things are not stable, right? Things are not stable, right? You know, things are not stable. You know what I'm saying? I'm a young guy. I'm 19. I don't even know, you know, like what's in store, you know. I have a clue of what I can achieve, you know. I do know what I want to achieve, you know, but also me, like I don't know how life will be, how routines are gonna be, you know, things like that, you know. So even me, like aiming for something long term, you know, I'm not too keen on it, you know. I don't think I'll be the best candidate for it, you know. And I've also positioned myself to be like, it's okay, you know, that I'm not a long term guy, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, you know, because for the longest I've always had long term in my mind. Like I've always wanted to be a long term type of person, because I've seen people around me, you know, be in relationships for long times, you know. Like one of my boys, one of my friends, like he only does long term. Like his shit is like 6 months plus all the time, you know. And you know me, like, you know what I'm saying, I also want to have a little 6-month thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I also want to aspire to be that. But for me, it's been different, you know what I'm saying? It's been hella different, you know. And I've never been comfortable in accepting those things, you know. Like I think a lot of the things that I struggle with is just acceptance. Like I haven't been able to accept a lot of things, you know. Like just Wednesday, that day when I was crashing out, the last video when I was crashing out, I was just looking around through like people's IGs and stuff, you know, and like what I saw was like I was looking at this one person, and like I was just going through her feed and stuff, and I was like, yo, like Shorty be going out, like Shorty's always doing something, you know. But like with me, it was like I was like, I don't know why, but for some reason I just wanted to put myself in her shoes, or I just compared like what she has going on to me in a way, not in a way that there's like, oh, she's got such a better life, but I was just thinking like, yo, like hold on, I was just taking note of what she be doing. And I'm like, yo, like Shorty got a lot of people around her. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shorty got a lot of people around her, you feel me? She got a lot of friends, you know. She be going to a lot of events, you know. She's cool with a lot of people, You know what I'm saying? And then I sort of reflected and I looked at myself and I was like, like I don't talk to many people. You know what I'm saying? Like, on a real team, I don't talk to many people. You know, I might talk to an individual every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, besides my family, I don't talk to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't talk to people. Honestly, I don't talk to people. Like sending TikToks to your mates is not talking. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk to people. I don't be calling people. And I was like, I'm low-key kind of, you know what I'm saying, a little stranded over here. And I was just like, damn, like, I genuinely do not talk to people. And I'm seeing people go out to all of these events and all these things, and I'm like, like, I always wondered why, like, I've always wondered why I've never been consulted for certain events. Normally when I be going out, I just be seeing people at places. And what are you doing here? It's like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just run into each other in the same place, when I like know this person in a way, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can have like maybe an hour conversation with this individual, but then I'm always running into them, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, because I was just like, why don't people invite me for stuff and shit like that? And it turns out, like, I'm not the most friendly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the type of person just to be chatting to people, just to be talking to everyone, just to be interacting with people. You feel me? Like, a lot of the time when people post something on their story, like, I barely interact. Like, I barely send a message or something. I just see and then I move on. You know what I'm saying? And I think as of late, I be interacting with certain individuals, with certain people, with some people, And what's the worst part? Like, sometimes I'll be checking my DMs and people be messaging me and I'm like, I did not see that. I apologize, And by the time I'm like, my bad, shorty, the person's gone, and like, my serious problem. Like, it's been 14 weeks. You only see this now, Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I think another thing that I had to come to terms with was that I had to understand that, like, there was a time when I wanted to be alone. There was a time, I know there's a version of me that would love where I am right now, you feel me? I know there was a version of me that was super busy, that never had time to himself, that always had something coming up and would just wish that they just had alone time, I know for sure, me last year, doing exams, I know that version of me would love to be where I'm at now, you know what I'm saying? And it's weird because, I don't know, I caught myself being ungrateful, I caught myself looking through life in the wrong perspective, through the wrong lens. Wow, that was difficult. I catch myself looking through life through the wrong lens, and sometimes I catch myself like wishing for better, like sometimes I feel like it's easier to be ungrateful than to be grateful, you feel me? Because to be grateful, you must be humble, you feel me? You must be content, you know what I'm saying? You must be normal, And sometimes I catch myself being like, I don't know, like I just wish for different, And I caught myself doing that. And I was like, like, I better be careful because I don't want to be in a position where I take for granted where I am now. I take for granted what's around me. I take for granted, like my life right now. And then in the future, I'm like, and then, no, let me bring that back. I don't want to take for granted where I am now and then be in a space where I'm like, I want more. I want to do that instead of where I am now. And when I get there, I'm like, I want to go back. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that type of person. I don't want to be in that predicament, But I've been reflecting. I'll be like, like shit ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Shit ain't that bad. I'm sure somebody got it worse than me. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure somebody got it worse than me. I'm sure somebody wishes they are where I'm at. You feel me? Same way I sometimes wish that I was somewhere else. But these things happen. But I really had to come to terms with it. I really had to be like, I gotta pattern up. But yeah, man, that has been today's video. Today was day 28/29. You feel me? Yeah, that's been today's video. You know, sometimes I be feeling like, yo, I got so much more to say, but I don't really have much more to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'm just resort to generally, you know, if there are things that I miss, you know, if there are things that that's better, if there are things that I don't talk about, or there are things that I just brush over. But yeah, I'll say me right now. I'd say my focus is on accepting things, you know, being grateful first and foremost. You know, being grateful for where I'm at, being grateful for what's going on. I'd say right now I am focusing on what am I focusing on? I'm also thinking about like what I really want. You know what I'm saying? Like what I really want in life, you know, and not being ashamed of it. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, you know, we want things, or sometimes we feel a way about certain things, but then when it comes to voicing that out, you feel me? When it comes to saying it, it becomes a problem. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want things to be a problem. I need to be vocal, you know. So I think that's what I'm working on. I think definitely I gotta write down what I want, you know, with regards to everything, you know, relationship wise, you know, everything, like relationship wise, like the life I want, you know, I gotta think about that, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, like yeah, I think that's where my mind is right now, you know. I'm grateful for it, you know. I still haven't gotten over the last video that I made, you know what I'm saying? It's quite uncomfortable. It's quite an uncomfortable watch, you know what I mean? But I'm happy that it happened, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy that I'm in a better place now. English, gosh. But yeah, man, that's been today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you watched it, you know what I'm saying? I know there's probably like nobody watching this shit right now. You feel me? I was about to say something crazy. But you know, I hope you enjoyed it, you know what I'm saying? To whoever watches this, you know what I'm saying? I hope you guys are living life, you feel me? I hope you guys are being honest with yourselves. I hope you guys are trying to do better. I hope you guys are leading with love, you feel me? I hope you guys are treating people well, you know what I'm saying? You're treating them with care, you know what I'm saying? And you're being the best version of yourself that you can be, right? And that you also give yourself grace every now and again, right? And I think above all else, that you're being human, you know what I'm saying? That you're being human, right? That you're being honest with yourself, you know? That you're not hiding under whatever, you know? That you're not masking any emotion, right? That you're just being you feel me? So yeah, that's been day 28/29. Tomorrow is day 30. Tomorrow's gonna be a movie. I'm calling it now. I'm probably gonna be outside in the sun, you know what I'm saying? But yes, that's been today's video. Hope y'all niggas stay safe. Hope you guys are drinking your water, getting your exercise, you feel me? And that's been it. Deuces.
Flood crystals hang from your ears. I couldn't gauge your fears. I can't relate to my peers. I'd rather live outside. I'd rather chip my pride than lose my mind out here. Maybe I'm a fool. Maybe I should move and settle. 2 kids in a swimming pool. I'm not brave. I'm not brave. I'm living over city. Taking in the homeless sometimes. Been living in an idea from another man's mind. Maybe I'm a fool to settled for a place with some nice views. Maybe I should move, settle down. 2 kids in a swimming pool. I'm not brave. I'd rather live outside. I'd rather live outside. Rather go to jail. I've tried hell. What would you recommend I do? The other side of the moon. This is not my life. It's just a fond farewell to a friend. It's just a fond farewell to a friend. This is not my life. It's just a fond farewell to a friend. It's not what I'm like. It's just a fond farewell. Speaking of Nirvana, it was there. Rare as the feathers on my dash from a phoenix. There with my crooked teeth and companions sleeping, yeah. Dreaming a thought that could dream about a thought that could think of the dream of the thought that could think of dreaming and getting the glimmer of God. I be dreaming and dreaming a thought that could dream about a thought that could think of dreaming a dream where I cannot. Less morose and more present. Dwell on my gifts for a second. A moment. One solar flare would consume, so why not? Spin this flammable paper on the film that's my life. High flights, inhale the vapor, exhale once and think twice. Eat some shrooms, maybe have a good cry about you. See some colors, light hang glide off the moon. In the dark, in the dark, I do anything for you. 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 I do anything for you.